In a small village surrounded by farms and quiet streams lived a young woman named Igma. People often called her something else, the beauty of the gods. She never chose that name. She never asked for attention. But from the moment she was old enough to fetch water at the stream, people noticed her beauty before she even understood it herself. Agma was her parents' only child. They were simple farmers with a small piece of land filled with cassava and yam ridges. They were not rich, but their home was full of warmth. Her mother laughed easily and always filled the house with joy. Her father was a quiet man who believed hard work and patience could solve almost anything. For years, life was peaceful, until jealousy slowly crept into the village. At first, it started with whispers. Whenever Agma passed, some girls would giggle behind her back. But one afternoon at the stream, she clearly heard one of them say, "See how she walks like she owns the whole village." Agma turned and saw three girls standing together, Anna, Olivia, and Bant. They moved together like a pack, their smiles hiding something bitter. Agma tried to smile politely, hoping kindness would make things better. But it didn't. From that day forward, they made her their daily target. "Beauty is not an achievement," they would say. "You think a prince will marry you because your skin shines?" Agma would pretend she didn't care. But once she got home and closed the door, the tears always came. Her mother noticed immediately. "My daughter," she would say gently while brushing her hair. "Even sweet honey attracts jealous flies. Never dim your light because others cannot handle it." The words helped, but they didn't stop the pain. Eventually, the insults grew worse. The girls began spreading rumors that her beauty was unnatural. They whispered that her mother must have gone to a shrine. Soon, people in the village started looking at her differently. Some avoided her, some stared. Agma felt like a stranger. Then one day, the town crier beat his gong. The prince was ready to choose a wife. There would be a grand dance at the palace. The whole village buzzed with excitement. Girls began preparing dresses. Agma didn't want to go. She knew what awaited her there. But her mother insisted. "You will go," she said firmly. "Never allow fear to lock your destiny away." So Agma quietly prepared. Her mother gave her a beautiful wrapper and a necklace made of cowries. "You look like a queen," she said. But while Agma was dreaming of a wonderful evening, others were planning something far darker. Anna, Olivia, and Bant met secretly. "If Agma comes to the dance, the prince won't look at anyone else, so we make sure she never reaches the palace." First, they pretended to become her friends. They visited her home with gifts and apologies, claiming they wanted peace. Agma's mother warned her. "Snakes don't change," she said quietly. But Agma's heart was tired of loneliness. She welcomed them. They laughed with her, braided her hair, and complimented her clothes. But behind her back, they were digging a trap. On the morning of the palace dance, Agma's mother hugged her tightly. "Go straight to the palace," she warned. "I had a strange dream." But a few hours later, the three girls appeared. "Come with us," they said sweetly. "We know a shortcut through the bush." As they moved deeper into the forest, the laughter slowly disappeared. The path became narrow and quiet. Then suddenly, the ground beneath Agma collapsed. She screamed as she fell deep into a hidden pit. Pain shot through her body as she landed. She looked up, covered in dirt, and saw the three girls staring down at her. Their smiles were cold. "Dance down there," Anna laughed. "Let's see if the prince still wants you now," Olivia added. Then they turned and walked away. Agma screamed for help until her voice cracked. But the pit was too deep. Night slowly fell. She was trapped, alone in the darkness. Back at the palace, Agma's mother waited anxiously. Her daughter never arrived. The king ordered guards to search the village. The next morning, a palace hunter named Dinta entered the forest. As he moved through the trees, he heard a faint voice. He followed the sound and discovered the pit. Inside was Agmoic and exhausted. Dinta quickly lowered a rope. Instead of taking her home first, he rushed her straight to the palace. When Agma arrived, the king and the entire village were shocked. Through tears, she explained everything. The king's anger was immediate. He ordered the three girls to be brought before him. At first, they denied everything. But when faced with the king's fury, one of them finally broke down and confessed. Then something unexpected happened. The prince stepped forward. He walked directly toward Agma. He gently helped her stand and brushed the dust from her dress. Then he turned to the crowd and said, "I have found my wife." Despite jealousy, betrayal, and cruelty, her destiny had still found her. Sometimes, the people who try to bury you only dig your future. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. God bless you.